We're giving away a Traxxas Slash with a LiPo battery and a LiPo charger.
If you're as poor a driver as I am at those things, buy they make upgraded parts for them immediately. The first thing you do is buy those aluminum hub carriers and whatever else controls the steering, because if you're like me, 40 miles an hour into a wall with one of the tires tends to end the fun quickly.
This is the Traxxas Slash Pro two-wheel drive short course truck, intense short course racing action vehicle. The award-winning Traxxas Slash short course race truck puts you in the driver's seat for intense fender-to-fender, high-flying off-road action. The full-scale short course race trucks embody the spirit of Traxxas RC with their extreme 900-plus horsepower, racing engines, full throttle, that's the real ones, dirt roosting power slides, giant suspension travel, and supercross-style big air jumps. This thing is awesome, and it's ready to run. So when we got my son, he got a 1/16th version of this, but I just can't believe what you can get these days. And it's all packaged up. It's well engineered. It flies well. It's, for the most part, waterproof. And it comes with a radio. It's great. Yeah,
and it's like a smartphone in that, the instant gratification is there. Put 4 AA's in the transmitter, charge up the battery pack, and go. You're not building anything. You're not breaking anything in. I mean, it's pretty damn impressive. And I really like, it's very realistic. If you ever watch a stadium truck or a short course off-road truck function, the suspension especially.
Good point.
This is really similar to that. When you run stuff over and you jump stuff, it flies like the real thing. It's very cool.
Oh, man. So somebody is going to get this. Go to kfshowgiveaway.com, put in your information there, and you're entered. They're actually shipping it to me right now. I got the tracking info up. I was hoping it'd be here by today so I could hold it up and show it to you.
Don't break it before you give it away.
I'm not even going to take it out of the box.
I would. I totally would.
Okay.
I totally would. Guys, I do that with my son. Every time we charge up the battery and get the car out, all right, Dad, can I drive? I'm like, hold on. I got to make sure it's okay. I put it on the ground and run it around and, about 10 seconds, and then I give it to him.
Well, we play with my kid. Halfway through, he just gives me the remote. Like, here you go.
Really? God, you'd have to pry that remote out of my kid's hands.
So while I was looking for a custom URL, I was looking for KF Show. I couldn't get that. You know why? It's somebody else.
There's a Kentucky Fried Chicken show?
Howdy, folks. Do you like space?
Yes!
Do you like eating $20 Phillips in space?
Yes!
There's another radio show called the Keith Finnegan Show.
Finnegan?
Yeah, Keith Finnegan Show.
Oh.
He is from Ireland.
Hey, speaking of famous Finnegans, did I tell you my famous Finnegan story, the writer guy?
No, I don't know.
I feel like I've told everybody this story. So I'm at the airport and looking for a book to read, and I always usually read on planes. And I see this book called Barbarian Days: A Surfing Life, and I'm like, ooh, all right, it's about surfing, cool. And on the cover, it's written by William Finnegan, and it's won the Pulitzer Prize, which is pretty badass, especially for a surfing book. So I grab it. I'm on the plane. I'm reading it, and about a third of the way through the flight, I realize I think this guy is my cousin, because it's basically journals that he's kept since he was a little kid, and at one point he's talking about living in Hawaii. His dad was William Finnegan, and his dad produced Hawaii Five-0. And a bell goes off, and I remember my mom telling me growing up that your uncle, or I don't know who else, produced Hawaii Five-0. And I'm like, no way. And so I keep reading, and this guy, William Finnegan, the author, is writing about Escanaba, Michigan, which is where my dad is from, and he's writing about these people that I've only heard of. I've never met, never spoken to. And nobody in my immediate family has, because my dad's parents were killed in a car wreck when he was like 6.
Your dad's parents?
Yeah, my dad's parents. My dad, long story. My dad was asleep on the floor of their car, and my dad's parents and his older sister were all killed in a car wreck, and he survived.
My God.
And so, I'm reading this book, and I'm literally reading about people that my dad has never met or really talked to, but who, were still alive for a good portion of my dad's life. He just didn't get to didn't get to hang around him, didn't get to talk to him. And so I immediately start stalking this guy online, William Finnegan, and I find him on Twitter. And I'm sitting there reading his tweets going, what do I say to this guy? Like, I kind of want to know, what he's like. I kind of want to hear stories about my family who I've never met. And, he doesn't take messages directly through Twitter. You can't private message him. And I wasn't going to just jump on Twitter and go, hey, I think we're cousins. Can we hang out?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, somewhere out there is a Pulitzer Prize winning Finnegan.
Did you confirm, though, you are legit related to him?
Oh, yeah. So I get off the plane, call my mom immediately. And she's like, oh, yeah, she's huge into genealogy. And she's like, yeah, that's I forget what he is to me. I think he's a cousin. But she says, yeah, that's the son of William Finnegan, who produced Hawaii Five-0, lived in Hawaii, yada, yada, yada. They're all related to me somehow.
No kidding.
Yeah. So there you go.
So there's a guy named, my mind just blank. His name is Jamie. He's kind of one of the guys that is now like the modern day Buzz Bundy. He can ski a car.
Yeah.
Jamie
is the one who took me skiing.
Yes,
yeah.
That's right. You
and by skiing up on two wheels, he calls it a ski car stunt. He should just call it driving on two wheels because nobody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. Although in Knight Rider, when Kit needed to go on two wheels, they pushed the button called ski.
Like this, Michael? Just like this.
Did they?
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot all about that.
Well, anyway, he does it just like Buzz did. He lays it up on the right side. And, I was kind of following him on social media, and he was in Cuba doing something with this, I thought. So I'm kind of confused about that, but I didn't watch the whole video. I just watched the jumps, and I was waiting for the two-wheel part, and it never happened. I don't know.
If you guys go on YouTube, go to the Hot Rod Magazine YouTube channel, and there's a video from, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, where Jamie teaches Freiberger and I about how to drive a car on two wheels, and he's got a Fox body Mustang. It might have been a Capri, one or the other, and puts it up on two wheels, and we're in the passenger seat. And so we're right next to the ground. Like he's on the high side. And the cars are nothing special. He's got a little handle that he slides in the door right where the window goes so that he can hold on to. And he hits a little ramp, maybe a couple feet tall, and steers into it, steers away from it, hits the ramp up on two wheels, and he will drive a car on two wheels as long as you want him to until the tires pop. He was doing figure eights at it would have felt like 8 miles an hour, and he would almost stop the car and then keep going. It was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is cool. We're turning a corner right now on two wheels. Oh, I heard bumper touch ground. Oh, well. That was cool.
I have seen that video you're talking about, and I've seen videos of him with Buzz Bundy, who is like a million years old at this point. But Buzz started using that thing that you talked about that he'd slam into the door to hang on to, because after a while, cars didn't have the triangle windows, the vent windows anymore. And back in those days, he would just hang on to those because the window was there. But that's his trick. Whenever you see a car up on its right side, look to see if the guy's hanging onto the window. If so, that's Buzz or Jamie for sure. They're it. There aren't too many people who can do it.
Jamie told me too that he restores and builds General Lee clones.
He does.
Got the patterns for the push bar and everything.
And there's topic number 2. So on Graveyard Cars right now, the TV show, they're restoring a General Lee, a screen used General Lee, a movie General Lee. And the guy and this is one of the generals that did the big freeway jump. And this was like a catapult car.
Was it the one where they jumped like from the bottom up on and landed on top of the overpass?
That's exactly the one. I think there were 2 Chargers that made that jump, and this is one of them.
Yeah, because they show in the credits of that movie how many times they missed it. It was awesome.
Yes.